Hello. Good morning, guys. How's it going? Only thing I'm sipping today is water, unfortunately. Only water. So here we are. This is the sip I said I wouldn't do. The honest truth is, guys, I've become a bit complacent, but more importantly, I've also become a bit worried. Like I've had multiple giant videos just kind of sit around. I want to put out like another hour-long deep dive again, so I've actually been working on it. At least on some parts of the day yesterday, I worked on it. So I was like, man, I just want to get this video out. I don't want to sip. I just want to. And then people are like, Dev, the sip takes like an hour, and you make some decent money off of it. And I'm like, well, yeah, but like the money's not that important. The money's important. I like to survive, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just do things just because I'm taking money for it. Like, I appreciate the donations and stuff, and I definitely do like get a fair amount of money from the weekly sip, but at the same time, like I want to put out a quality product. So I was like, I'm gonna skip the sip this week. I'm gonna skip it. And then I was like, maybe I should. Maybe I should just do some, just do it. Taking an hour out of the day to do a sip, to do a shorter sip, and then getting back to work. It's probably the best way to go about this stuff. At the same time, like I still do my gaming streams at night. That's because that's like my wind down for the day. So like when I work during the day and I want to relax for a couple hours at the end of the day, I'll stream on Twitch. Like I don't actually relax beyond me sitting on the couch and playing games. Seriously, like I do a fair bit of work. But anyway, you know what? I'm here. It'll be a shorter sip than normal. We'll pretty much get right to it. But that is the situation. I've been working hard. There's been less videos than normal, but I'm working on some big stuff, and hopefully you'll see them. Hopefully you'll see them. When you sell out, call it the weekly tip. Yeah. Is that it? No coffee today, just water. Just water this time. Sorry to disappoint. Anything else to talk about, really? I guess, like, tonight's Game Boomers will probably be more Muramasa. Maybe some Octopath where I do a Q&A with you guys if you want to ask me some questions. Maybe tomorrow's Dave will be back. Yeah, Dave will be back tomorrow, and we're probably going to play, like, I don't know. Maybe more River City Girls. Who knows? I'm just procrastinating with this sip. Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I am, dude. But anyway. Oh yeah, Minecraft server. So let me tell you a quick Minecraft server story. When it was first brought up, it was brought up in somebody else's name because they had used the service before. When it came time to transfer it to my name, we realized that the service doesn't actually let you transfer between names. So basically, when his server runs, I think it ran out yesterday, but when it runs out, I'm rebuying the server in my name, and we downloaded the map. We both have a copy. Me and my mod, we both have a copy of it. So basically, what we have to do now is I rebuy the server, I put the plugins in, and then the server opens. You'll be having Minecraft very soon. Not drinking coffee stopped the goddamn stream. Also, YouTube can go to hell for not letting me swear. Thanks for the $5, Sideshow Man. Thank you very much. Play Soul Calibur. I can always play Soul Calibur too. We do not dress up during River City Girls. Jesus Christ. You think I would yeah, 250. You think I would fucking cross dress for a goddamn stream? I heard about this Architect of Fate, the grease fire in Turkey. Yeah, I know what you mean. Any idea how I can fast forward to the interesting part? You're banned. Let's start. I don't think there's any more channel news to go over other than that. Sorry that there's been a lack of videos. You'll see some videos soon. I'm working on big stuff. Thank you for your patience and your support. Let's get going. As always, how to support SFO. To enter the $5 club, you join through a recurring source, which means Subscribestar, Patreon, YouTube memberships, or the Game Boomers Twitch sub button. The best thing about the Game Boomers Twitch sub button is that you can use your Amazon Prime free Twitch sub as long as you link up your Amazon account with your Twitch account. What you can do is once you've given $5 from any of those sources, and then you link that account, whether it's Subscribestar, Patreon, whatever, to your Discord account, then you will be, the bots will bring you into the $5 club. Apparently, the YouTube membership bot isn't functioning properly right now, so I'm gonna have to try and see what's going on there. But the other three work just fine. If you give $100 to join the $5 club for life, well, then you're in there for life. You get like a yellow rank, $100 lump sum through PayPal. I'll give you a yellow rank, and then never expires. You'll be in the $5 club for life. And yes, you get into the Minecraft server, and also when I start the Borderlands 2 mega multiplayer run, which will probably be this Friday, I think. This Friday. You can be part of that too. So yeah, that's the story. Let's begin. Is this the thing I have to click? Yes, it is. Let's talk about... Kevin Madsen says no one cares. You're banned. Everyone's banned. Okay. Henrik Phoenix, $2. Thoughts on Brexit in the EU? You'll see. I have a video coming. Let's see here now. This is the coronavirus map. The one that I've been using this whole time. Total confirmed cases. These are the official numbers, which I'm sure they're being cooked by the Chinese. 87,446. Dude, it seems like we're fucked at this point, doesn't it? It seems like we're fucked, doesn't it, dude? Like, nearly 80,000 in China. There's has to be more than over 100,000 that they're not like telling us, you know? All right. South Korea and Italy have both blown the fuck up. Like, crazy. Iran's blowing up. Apparently, okay. I'm making a coronavirus video, another update for maybe I'll make like Wednesday my coronavirus update day. I'll just do like a coronavirus video every Wednesday until this thing blows over. But basically, like, Iran is in way worse shape than this map lets on. I saw like a picture of an abandoned ambulance because the people just like fucking ran. All right. I saw like, oh man, what else did I see out of Iran? I've seen like hospitals getting overrun. There was a clinic where like the clinic had 10 coronavirus patients in it, and the town showed up and torched it to the ground because they wanted to kill everyone inside to prevent the spread of the disease. Like, fucking crazy, dude. Holy shit. Yeah. Like these bubbles are slowly growing. There's still a few like Central African countries that doesn't have it yet, so I guess good for them. Brazil has like one somewhere. The West is still fine. Canada has 20 now. You know, there's 8 in British Columbia, where 5 still exist, 3 have recovered. In Toronto, you have 10 with 2 and 8. London, you have 1 in London, I think, and then I think you have 1 in Montreal. So yeah, Canada's still fine. Let's see now. Oh yeah, I heard that the Pope might have it. Like, holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck, dude. This is gonna be rough, guys. It's gonna be a rough couple of months. Now, I mentioned in previous Corona Chan videos that you guys should be stocking up on dried food. Well, Carlos in the chat, he said that he lives in Vancouver, and that stores are already going bare. You know, the store shelves are already emptying out. Like, if you are in a place where the store shelves are already emptying out, I hope you got your stuff. I hope you got it several weeks ago. You know. Everyone in the chat, Little Spoon needs some lovin'. Thanks very much for the $2. I can take a fate. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys got your food, so you don't have to go out there in the fucking melee and maybe get like hit by a car or some shit, or like get into a fight. So, man, crazy, dude. Some nuts shit going on. The fact that it blew up so quickly in Italy is kind of nuts. I think the numbers worldwide are underreported by like several 100,000. Let's be honest here. If this disease right now isn't at 250,000 worldwide, I'd be very surprised, you know. I see some spoons. Are there some Sticks viewers in here? I live in Germany. People are already prepping. Yeah, man. Yeah, get your food. If you happen to live in a place that's still relatively quiet, like I'm in a very quiet part of Canada. There's like it's not isolated, but it's far away. It's far away enough for any major city. There's no panic happening here yet. All right, but if there's anything else that I want to buy, I should be buying it this week. Oh god, people are like getting MREs. In Germany, some supermarkets are already raided by hoarders. I can send you pictures. Yeah, dude, send them over, Gregor. Crazy. There's $5 from Canuck. Thank you. Tim Pool is boosting a bulk food ordering service. There's a 4-week wait period. Yeah, like it's too late for that now, I think. If C19 reaches Windsor, I'm gonna lose it. Like honestly, at this point, you should have done your prep a month ago. Oh, look at all those spoons. Nice. You guys should have done your prep a month ago. If you don't have like dried food, like it's gonna be rough now. You know, if you can still sneak out and get like a bag of rice, do it. But you should have been listening. River City Girls are training for grocery shopping. $2 from Brick Muppet. Where in Canada do you live again? I live in a small city, like barely a city called Sudbury. And actually, there was like a local Sudbury Antifa blog that published a hit piece on me. And I was like, all right, dude. It's kind of funny. It has like no views. It has like 10 views and a bunch of them are mine. Prep and stimulate the economy. Prep for the downturn. I own a restaurant. Yeah, dude, if you like own any kind of business that requires people to go out and interact in public, you're probably fucked for a while. Like I could see like Chinese restaurants dying over this, you know? I had a bunch of canned stuff last week. Fortunately, I live by myself. Dev's gonna fight his local Antifa group. Maybe I'll infiltrate. Maybe I'll go to like a. I don't know, like one of their meetings or something. Like a new recruit, have like a GoPro on me. Oh god, do you guys actually want to see the fucking hit piece? This is Trump's fault somehow. How are your region's relations with Toronto? It's 4 hours away from Toronto. There's enough travel that goes between here and there, but still, it's pretty isolated. Thanks for the $2, Yes. Here, let's just, you know what? I love talking to you guys, but I actually do want to get back to work. So let's do these articles. Let's get going, eh? Anyway, Chrono Chan is gonna kill us all. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah. So YouTube briefly terminated a popular live stream channel, creating one of the longest videos ever. So, did you guys hear about this? I can close this. Everyone's saying yes. Fine, I'll do it. I'll do it at the end of this, okay? I'll do it at the end of these articles, okay? Most people know Chilled Cow's popular lo-fi hip-hop channel as the constant live stream starring an anime girl doing her homework. Over the weekend, following a mistaken suspension from YouTube, the account was terminated and the live stream came to an end. As a result, Chilled Cow produced one of the longest videos in YouTube history, more than 13,000 hours, and amassed 218 million views. So I don't know why. They actually got. I heard about this. I don't know why they actually got banned, but apparently the violation was lifted after a day. Dimitri started a new live stream, and the original live stream appeared as a non-playable video. Clicking on it brings up a message saying the live stream recording is not available. How many hours is that, dude? Like, so how many days? You gotta like, hold on. Let me get the calculator out. Calculator. Why is it so big? Jesus Christ. Fine. Okay, so it's 13,165 divided by 24 to give us the days. That's like a year and a half, isn't it? That's crazy, dude. 100 kroner. Thanks, Profus. I took your advice a while ago and bought a load of canned and dry stuff. I noticed that some of the shelves are completely empty. Bless you and everyone watching. We're all going to make it, bros. Let's do our best, man. Let's do our best. Thank you for the donation. Keep safe. Fake spam reports, eh? 531 days. Crazy. Yeah, this channel got popular in my recommendations a lot too. I never really listened to it. Like I turned it on for like 2 minutes and realized it wasn't my kind of music. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just get out of here. Anyway, the account's been unbanned. I'll launch streams again as soon as possible. Good job. But do we know why the account was banned? Termination was a mistake on our side from YouTube. Okay. They've shared feedback with our review team to prevent similar errors from being in the future. What was the error though? This is what I hate about all these tech giants. They're never actually transparent. Just fucking say it, dude. BRB gonna watch that vid. It went down before in 2017. It was due to copyright. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, this was neat. £2 from Nathaniel Baker. Do demographics matter, and if so, which? Probably like religion matters, I'd think. I don't think race matters. Definitely like religion though, and political affiliation. How will EFAP ever compete? Thanks for the 2. Anyway, let's continue. Man tried to seduce undercover officer with chicken Alfredo. Yeah, dude. This guy looks like the type of person who would seduce the chicken Alfredo. Nemuzed for $5. Thank you. Food aside, electronic component shortages are maybe people aren't talking about. I have clients waiting 2+ months for critical equipment. That's the thing, man. Like, okay, hear me out. Hear me out, right, Nemuzed? Like I watched like a video on Linus Tech Tips this morning. He basically said that like computer prices are expected to skyrocket in the next couple of months because of a massive shortage, you know, and like the factories aren't producing chips anymore, and like if you want a computer, buy it now because they're like it's just gonna until this thing blows over, it's just gonna be fucking like madness when it comes to computers. All right, so check this out, dude. Is this guy from Florida? And he's from Ohio. He tried to seduce an underage victim with chicken Alfredo and Sprite. What the fuck, dude? Albert Maruna, now 23, he was arrested in an Austintown sex sting back in December. He thought he was talking to a 15-year-old boy online, but it was actually an undercover police officer. Maruna arranged to meet the officer in Austintown. He planned to bring lubricant, Sprite, and chicken Alfredo to the date. He'll be on house arrest, and he has to register as a Tier 1 sex offender. Dude, this is not how you want your 15 minutes of fame to go, dude. Yeah, if you guys are going to buy a computer, buy it now. Buy it now, dude. Who the fuck drinks Sprite? That's all you have to ask. Who the fuck drinks Sprite? All right, that's. Husband attempts to seal woman's genitals with super glue after suspecting she was having affairs. Thought patrolled, dude. The husband of the woman claimed he was trying to save his marriage by attempting to seal up her private parts. The man accused his wife of having affairs with 4 men. Okay, so this is actually from Kenya. This is from Kenya. It's not anything in the... This is not a Florida man. It's a Kenyan man. I'm not surprised anymore. No matter how much society has progressed, there are still quarters where patriarchy is practiced. And patriarchy does not only mean suppressing women. Some men think they have a right over a woman's body and don't even hesitate to consider her as their property. All right, whatever, fine. Yeah, it's obviously terrible, but like we get it, okay? In a shocking incident reported from Kenya, a man tried to seal up his wife's genitals with super glue. So he's been arrested and charged with domestic violence, sections, assault, and damaging reproductive organs. Is that like a specific crime, I guess? He said he wanted to save his marriage. According to the report, the man informed police that he had discovered his wife's messages to unknown persons, and she also sent her explicit images. The man claimed that his wife used to arrange meetings with men whenever he leaves for a business trip. So he applies glue on his wife's private parts before leaving for a business trip to Rwanda. After Mumo applied the adhesive, the woman was left in severe pain, which required immediate medical attention. So the lawyer of the accused has asked the court to charge the woman with adultery, which entails 100 lashes. Wow. What a fucked up story, dude. Okay. A Wendy's employee bath gets several workers fired. He's just in the giant sink at Wendy's having a bath. What the fuck, dude? Several employees were fired after the video went viral on TikTok. Oh my god. He's just like, yeah, I wonder if he's completely naked in there. He's just like, yeah, dude, fuck it. I'm just scrubbing up. You gotta be clean if you're gonna work at Wendy's, dude. All memes aside regarding Wendy's, I actually like their burgers better than McDonald's or Burger King, you know? Wow, dude. Alright, what else we got? Speaking of TikTok. TikTok admits it suppressed videos by disabled, queer, and fat creators. As it turns out, all of these social justice signaling, really hyper lefty corporations, they still do this shit. TikTok, a social network video app with more than 1 billion downloads globally, admitted Tuesday to a set of policies that had suppressed the reach of content created by users assumed to be vulnerable to cyberbullying. So, if you're vulnerable to cyberbullying, we won't let you go viral for your own protection. This is like the complete... Oh my god. This is like the world that these people who want safe spaces, this is the world they've made, you know? As examples of users susceptible to bullying or harassment, the policy listed people with facial disfigurement, autism, Down syndrome, and disabled people or people with some facial problems such as birthmarks, slight squints, or whatever. The admission came after the German site Netzpolitik reported that TikTok asked moderators to watch 15-second videos and to decide if the creator looked like the type of person those people might want to bully. If so, moderators were instructed to add flags to the accounts of these vulnerable users. These flags would stop their videos from being shown to audiences outside their home countries and, in some cases, would even prevent their videos from appearing. Hashtags like fat woman and disabled, or rainbow flags, LGBTQ identifiers. Alright. People are getting mad about it, obviously. And Miss Annie21, a 21-year-old self-described fat woman with 40,000 TikTok followers. She views the action as discriminatory and inhuman. Well, yeah, this is what you get when you want these safe spaces, dude. Like you can't have the entire world can't be a safe space. Don't resist, you're being protected. Holy shit, dude. Wild. I'm going to save this one for later. I'm going to use it in something else. What's next? Masahiro Sakurai reminds us that he doesn't choose fighters for the Super Smash Bros. Thanks for the $2, Hobo Frodo. I appreciate it. So, as it turns out, the next Fire Emblem Sword Man and Woman came out for Smash Bros. So it was announced a little bit ago as the final Smash Brothers character. Now, when the 5 DLC pack was announced for Smash Brothers Ultimate, they said that every character in the DLC would not be would not be from a series already represented in Smash. So we weren't supposed to get another Fire Emblem character, but we got another Fire Emblem character. So people got mad about it, and I don't blame them. You know, it didn't end up being a lie, which is why I think, by the way, that the next set of Smash DLC has 6 characters instead of 5. Like, Nintendo forced this character to the forefront because the new Fire Emblems game came out. But they just said, okay, well, we're just gonna make the original 5th one being the first of the next set and have 6 in the next set instead of 5. Yeah. So anyway, people are getting mad that these characters are put in, and Sakurai had to say, please. I don't choose the fighters based on my own preference. That's for Nintendo to bring in. This time around, we brought the experience of immediately playing as protagonist of a game that people currently play. At the starting point of its production, we experimented by working with a title that was in development. Yeah. There are too many Fire Emblem characters, and there are too many Sword characters. I understand. However, these things are already decided, so we move forward. The things I should be thinking about are elsewhere. Since there are too many Sword characters, we make them all have their own tactics that are unique to the fighter. So yeah, everyone's mad. Everyone's mad at Sakurai right now. But he can't do anything about it, guys. Unfortunately. However, let's talk about the characters that will be coming into Smash. Okay, let me scroll to the top here. Japanese Smash Ultimate fans want obscure characters as DLC. This is what a game journalist believes to be obscure characters. All right. You have a Fate character. Okay. All right. Maybe kind of obscure, not really. A Touhou character from the Touhou project. I don't consider this to be that obscure, to be honest. Maybe a little bit. Like, maybe if you weren't into shoot 'em ups, maybe you wouldn't know. You know? Okay, fair enough. What else do these people want? All right, okay. Let's see. There's another one. Let me find it here. Where is it? Okay. Altera Pendragon, Fate Grand Order. Yeah. Yep. Okay. There's 2B from Nier Automata. Obscure. Dante from Devil May Cry. Sora. Obscure, guys. Like, Nier Automata was one of the best games of, what was it, 2018 or something? It was one of the best games of its year. And it did the whole, oh my god, robots thing way better than Detroit Become Human. But because I guess she has a big ass, the game journalists don't like her. So, obscure, guys. Fucking ridiculous, man. 2B is not obscure, all right? Maybe you could make an argument that anything remotely anime related, like these characters here, are obscure. Okay, fair enough. Not everyone watches anime. I get it. You cannot call 2B obscure. 2B is like 2B is the kind of character that comes along like once in a generation of consoles. All right. I'm sure it's obscure to someone who only ever plays Candy Crush and Checkers. Yeah, I guess. Was it 2017? Not 2018? Okay. Nonetheless, though. Doom Guy and Heavy? Well, I do think there probably should be a few more Western characters, but like I do want to see Doom Guy. I do want to see Doom Guy in it. I don't know about Heavy, but I do want to see Doom Guy. They'll probably end up getting like Tracer from Overwatch or some shit, though. Anyway. Germany car attack. Vehicle drives into crowd during Volkmarsen Carnival Parade. Cars of peace, guys. Cars of peace. Let's see if they actually mention the race or the religion of the person who drove this car. Let's see. At least 30 people have been injured after a car drove into a carnival parade in Germany in what has been described as a deliberate crash. The driver of the car has been arrested, and children are among the injured people at the scene in Volksmarsen, about 280 kilometers southwest of Berlin. The German newspaper Bild has reported that about a third of those injured have been seriously hurt, although an exact number of serious injuries has not been confirmed by authorities. Nathan Brake for 5, thank you. Is the Master Chief obscure? I can see him now. Master Chief finishes the fight. Yeah, dude. Okay. Thank you for the $5, though. Henning Hin, a police spokesperson, has said officials are working on the assumption that it was a deliberate act. There were several dozen injured, among them some seriously and sadly also children. Some of the injuries were life-threatening. The incident takes place during Rosenmontag, whatever the fuck that is, a German carnival parade which takes place in cities across the country on the Monday before Ash Wednesday. So we have... there's an Antifa flag back there. Oh, no, this is a vigil for another shooting. Okay, alright. Anyway. It comes less than a week after a gunman shot down 11 people, including himself, in one of the worst racist attacks in Germany since the Second World War. Earlier on Monday, commentary on racism featured predominantly among carnival floats in Western German cities following the far-right attack in Hanau near Frankfurt. In Cologne, one float depicted a weeping carnival jester holding a heart with the slogan, "Our heart beats for Hanau." Okay. But, yeah, the investigation, especially on the background of the crime, is ongoing. So we don't know. All right. No information can currently be given on the motive in particular. It is determined in all directions. The suspect is a 29-year-old German citizen who has received medical treatment due to injuries suffered in connection with the incident. Okay. Video from the scene showed a silver Mercedes station wagon. So nobody's talking about... We may never know why the attacker did what he did. You know? We may never know. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Tracer's never getting in after what happened with Blizzard in China. Nintendo canceled the Overwatch Switch port launch event at Nintendo New York over it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Anyway, another truck of peace added to the list. Ruth Bader Ginsburg probably just dealt a fatal blow to the Equal Rights Amendment. A half-century-long fight for equality is likely at an end. So, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is the most important feminist lawyer in American history. Long before she became a judge, she convinced the Supreme Court to hold that gender discrimination can violate the Constitution. She spent many of the following years working to strengthen those protections for women. Yet Ginsburg said on Monday that one of her life's goals, writing a strong prohibition against gender discrimination into the Constitution, must be put on hold. So the ERA was an amendment to make gender discrimination illegal in the Constitution. However, it's been sitting around for 50 years, and a bunch of the states just won't ratify it. Here, 3/4 of the states, or 38 total, are required to amend the Constitution. Last month, Virginia became the 38th state to ratify the ERA, and one of the only 3 states to do so since 1977. But there's a catch. Congress imposed a 1982 deadline on states hoping to ratify the ERA. So, you're 40 years too late on this? At this point, legislation is so old, it has to be put forward again, I think, in Congress. So, see, she says she believes that the 1982 deadline should be considered binding. I would like to see a new beginning for ERA ratification. There's too much controversy about latecomers, Ginsburg added. Plus, a number of states have withdrawn their ratification. So if you count a latecomer on the plus side, how can you disregard states that have said we've changed our mind? Yeah. So Idaho, Kentucky, Nebraska, Tennessee, and South Dakota once voted to ratify the ERA, but they later rescinded it. So Ginsburg's comments are likely to be the death knell for the ERA. Without Ginsburg's vote, it's tough to imagine that 5 members of the Supreme Court would agree the ERA was properly ratified. And while Congress could, in theory, start the ratification process over again, it's hard to imagine 2/3 of the House and Senate agreeing to do so in an age where Congress often struggles to perform the basic functions like funding the government. So yeah, as it turns out, the Equal Rights Amendment is probably dead. It's been 50 fucking years or something, but it's probably dead. RIP. But you know what? America's got on, believe it or not, despite what the feminists say, America's got on pretty well without it, so it's probably fine, eh? The Space Force wants ideas in good taste on what it should call its members. Good taste idea only, guys. Good taste ideas only. That's the United States Space Command with the Space Force. Fuck yeah. Following its official creation this past December, the Space Force is looking for ideas on what the members of the newest branch of the U.S. military should be called. The U.S. Space Force is looking for feedback from U.S. military space professionals on what Space Force members should be called. Similar to how the Air Force refers to its members as airmen, or the Army refers to its members as soldiers. I don't know. What do you guys think they should be called? Space Marines. Space Marines! Fuck yeah! Everyone's saying spacemen. Space Marines. Given the significance a name has to the identity and culture of an organization, the Space Force is taking a deliberate approach to ensure Space Force member titles and ranks appropriately convey the nature of the newest armed forces branch. And the new types. I get it. I get new types. I like it. But I think that's going to be Japan's. Not the Space Marines will be America's. Japan's will be new types. Space Cadets, Doom guys, Zeons, Borgs, Stormtroopers. Can you imagine Stormtroopers? Okay. They won't be referred to as spacemen. They're not using spacemen. Okay. The Space Force is acting, in addition to what it calls its members, they're also asking for ideas on ranks and names for operational units. Any ideas for units, guys? And ranks? There's a lot of things we can pull from sci-fi, isn't there? As we continue to forge the Space Force into a lean, agile, and forward-looking 21st century warfighting branch, we want to provide space professionals the opportunity to influence what the members of our new service will be called. The decisions we make today will shape the Space Force for decades to come. So we want to ensure those who will serve in the Space Force have a say when it comes to important organizational and cultural identity considerations. I love the chat room right now. The Spaceballs. Gundam pilots. Super Saiyans. Spartans. All those various Space Marine chapters. Starman Jr. and Starman Sr. Yes! Yes, Clay Castle. You know my favorite game is Earthbound. Starman Jr. That's what it's going to be. Dorks. Dorks. Master Chief needs to be the highest rank. Crusaders. Blood Ravens, Xenomorphs, Astartes. The red shirts. The red shirts. That's great. So, the logo to Space Force. As we all know, the logo to Space Force looks like the Star Trek logo. George Takei wants royalties, of course. But anyway, Space Force is going to be awesome, guys. Sign up. Earthbound is shit. You're fucking banned. Earthbound is the best game. Okay. Boy writes angry note to teacher. He hopes God gets you to hell fast. Dude, that's not how you reply when you fail something, man. The internet is reeling over a boy's alleged letter to his teacher, which he said he prays that God gets you to hell fast. This lady on Facebook said her coworker had to have a conference with her son's teacher because of a note he wrote. Please read the note. Is the note here? Here it is. Dear Mrs. Jones, I am angry of you because you took 25 of my hummingbird bucks, all because I was talking to Connor. That's no big deal. I'm only 6. I can't be quiet all the time. And that makes you a thief and a crook. And you are going to hell, real hell, the burning one, because you are a thief. I worked hard for those bucks, and my only prayer in the chapel today was that God gets you to hell fast, super fast, and your new haircut is bad, real bad, from Isaiah. Look at the balls on this kid, dude. Units should be called the Crusades. First Crusade, Second Crusade, Primarch instead of Generals. Canadians can be the Red Shirts. Thank Architect of Fate. Thanks for the 5. Jesus. The Voice J, thanks for the 279. Grand Imperial Emissaries of the Chosen People. Okay. So in any case, also apparently her new haircut is bad. Yep. The Twitter users had many reactions to the boy's colorful letter. I need to know the outcome of the meeting. He gets an A for expressing his feelings in writing versus lashing out during class. That's true. Yeah. This teacher doesn't understand how a reward system works. He earned his hummingbird bucks. You need to take them away. If he's behaving, he doesn't earn more bucks. I agree with the kid that's stealing. Yeah. I always hated like teachers who were like, I'm going to steal your cell phone. It's like, fuck you. Did you buy it? Just because you're a teacher doesn't mean you get to steal. It's like, it's the worst is like those teachers who would steal it and then not give it back. It's like, go fuck yourself, dude. I was too young for cell phones. Like, cell phones came in high school, not in grade school for me. But like in grade school, you know, they would definitely steal like a Game Boy if you had it. They would steal cards, you know, Pogs. I was like really young when Pogs came out, but they would steal Pogs. I remember they would steal Pokemon cards and stuff. They just fuck you. Like, fuck teachers, man. $10 from Matt, absolute mad lad. Thank you very much. Love those wings of freedom. Nathan Brake for 5. Space Force Special Force should be called Orbital Drop Shock Troopers. Feet first into hell. Anyway, I don't know what the hell hummingbird bucks are, but he should get them back. All right. That's the end, it seems. That is the end. At least for now. Hold on, can I go to this? Yes. Yeah, there's a difference between stealing and confiscation. Yeah, but you know what? Some teachers actually fucking just take them and keep them. I've met teachers that do that. They're fucking disgusting, dude. Hold on a second. Give me a second here. I'm finding that article that you guys wanted to see. $5 from Riddle of Lightning. What about the 1967 space treaty where we agreed to not station weapons of mass destruction in outer space for military activity in space? I don't know about that, Riddle of Lightning. I guess it's done. I'm getting it right now. Let's see if I can find it. All right. Okay, so here we go. I think this will do. Here, I'll come in. So here's the Twitter account of Anti-Racist Subry. And they're literal, they basically exist to post people who are not radical leftists that are, like, even if they're not public figures, to basically just identify them. They're literally naming the Jew, all right? And they have a website. They talk about me, and here it is. And Devin's been doing gaming videos here. Devin's been doing gaming videos for a long time, but those don't seem to be very popular. And like many aspiring grifters, he made the move to politics during Gamergate. Ooh. This is actually a very poorly researched article, and I will definitely show you how. First of all, it's true that my gaming content is not very popular compared to my actual content, because there's 600 people here. My gaming streams get like 50. Speaking of that, I'll plug them. Twitch.tv/gameboomers is where I stream every night. I'll be there tonight. If you want to watch old streams, go to youtube.com/gamboomer. If you want to see more Devo, that's where you can see it. I'm there every night, unwinding after the day's work. And also, at the same time, it's also a great way to support me. So even if you don't watch me on Twitch and you have no interest in my gaming content, the Twitch sub button is a way to support the channel and to give some money, if that is your inclination. And hey, you have free money to give if you use Amazon Prime. So yeah. Wait, Artemis for 5. Canadian space units called Maple Leaves in China's will be yellow fever. Yeah, maybe. Yep, they brought up Gamergate. They did not pick a very flattering pick. The honest truth is, Davos, no pics of me are flattering, so I don't really care. Anyway, here. For those unfamiliar, Gamergate was a movement that supposedly existed to expose corruption in gaming journalism. Get a better name, Dev. No one likes boomers. But I'm a 30-year-old boomer, dude. Anyway, so they mostly just exposed things like female game developers who they thought was slept too many guys. It was more like we exposed female game developers who slept with guys that were journalists that would then turn around and give them positive reporting. That was the point. Anyway, the movement was well known for being full of white supremacists who viewed it as a fertile recruiting ground, and can best be summed up as an attempt by right-wing movements to market misogyny, white supremacy, and McCarthyism to kids under the thin pretext of being something about gaming. These people are mad 6 fucking years later. They're mad 6 fucking years later that Gamergate was a thing and was actually relatively successful. I play games. I don't watch others play games. That's like actually a fair point. Like, streams aren't for everyone, you know. I understand, man. Like, there's no obligation to watch Game Boomers. Oh yeah, if you want to ask a question, do it on Game Boomers. Guaranteed response. Yeah, because there's like only 50 people there, so I can talk to everyone. I talk to everyone all the time. You guys, hold on. You guys actually think that Game Boomers is a bad name? I'm kind of curious, chat. Give me some different names if you think it's bad. Anyway. Sarah Nyberg, Camera Lady, and SFO were directly involved in releasing nude photos and docs. Now, I can't speak for Nicole, but I do know I have never released anyone's nudes or docs. I have been given a lot of nudes, but I have never been released anyone's nudes or docs. I have never released anyone's nudes or docs. Gardening tools upset. Okay. Now, this person goes down the gym rabbit hole of assuming that Camera Lady was never real and it was just Dave and I, even though there's like old videos in the backlog of the channel with her like in them and talking. But okay. So anyway, short fact otaku, this is like a Gemite here. Short fact otaku is a guy who faked being a lesbian to get nudes from women during Gamergate. Yeah. Anyone who says this, anyone who says that Camera Lady is a fabrication of me has not seen the old videos where she's actually in the videos. Like, it's anyway. Dear Gamergate and other friends, this is from Nicole herself. I've been gone for a while. I'm moving to Vancouver 3 weeks to my doctorate. I'm busy, etc. Okay. So, and then they also started digging through my my post history on Reddit. These people get Vietnam flashbacks to Gamergate. Yeah, thanks, Cody. Thanks for the $5, dude. Sarah Nyberg was actually a kitty diddler. Yes, yeah. Anyway, I've told the story multiple times on my channel. There's no reason for you to spend consider theories. She went back up to school west 2 years ago. Okay, here's the actual story. All right. Nicole, Dave, and I lived in this house together for 3 years. I think it was 3 years. And in 2016, she moved out to Vancouver. I haven't talked to him. Jesus. I haven't talked to her in like a year. But last I heard, she was basically staying off the internet because she works for a university now. And if it was ever discovered who she actually was, she would lose her job and she'd probably lose her career. Lindsay Shepherd style. You know, the girl who basically got drummed out of Wilfrid Laurier University here in Canada for talking about Jordan Peterson. The same thing is likely to happen to her, so she's just basically pieced out of the entire internet scene. But yeah, that's the situation. You know, there's old videos, old pictures. Let me put it this way: if you actually go back and watch the old video, you'll see that she's actually like I don't want to say it. She's actually like not necessarily an attractive woman. Now, if I was going to pretend to be somebody, I'd probably pretend to be somebody hot. Not her, you know? That's true, I do love traps. Wait, my hatred of Jim is telling. Not really hatred. I don't really feel one way or another about him. I just think that he's, like, obviously wrong about this topic, right? $10 from Aaron. Dang, spoilers. SFO is a stud. Getting all them nudes. Way to go. Thanks. Thanks, I guess. Thanks. Like, I don't really care too much about Jim. It's just that like he went down a rabbit hole of assuming I'm somebody I'm not. And like it didn't pan out. And even in his own stream, he had to admit that like it wasn't, that it was like flimsy, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? That was unnecessary? Maybe. I mean, here's the thing, like, I don't... You just seem afraid to sexualize her, yeah. I don't know, it's more like... She was a friend in my 20s, you know? And me, Dave, and her, we were all kind of like edgelordy together. And I don't think I've grown out of being edgelordy, but I think Dave has. And I don't know if she has, but I think she's definitely scared to be. You know? You know what I mean? So it's almost like you've heard the saying like some friendships aren't meant to last your whole life. Sometimes they just kind of run their course. I do feel a bit like that regarding Nicole. I'm sure if we met up, like if I moved to Vancouver, we'd be friends again, and she'd be on the channel again. But at least maybe not her face, because I don't think she wants to get fired. But you know what I mean, though, right? But I think at this point, you know, our lives are just gone in different directions, basically, and that's that. Now, has Nicole actually gotten nudes from people or done weird things in the background? The answer, in my opinion, is probably. Just based on her personality, from what I know. Wait, I've been the most resistant to grow. What are you talking about, Murray? I think that's been Dave. Like, Nicole's at a university now. I'm rapidly growing the channel and like kind of getting on with this. Dave's just he's doing the least amount, I think, out of the three of us. Being an edgelord when you're older just means you don't unsheath the edge often, but you keep the blade. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, let's actually get back to this. Here are some of Devin's most recent videos. As you can see from just the titles, they're terrible. Let's see these titles that he hates. I'm sure I'm still friends with her. She's busy, I'm busy, you know. Shit like that. I'm sure the friendship would rekindle if I ever moved to Vancouver. Anyway, so these are the titles that they're objecting to. Female fragility. Chinese population control. On the Wyman question. Sips of prey. Dave is still definitely a friend. Yes, he hasn't moved. The Golden Circle jerk. Okay, what else do you object to? Sip Man or Die Hard. Virginia Boogaloo Ratty. Radicalization. Joe Rogan's canceled viral marketing. Well, Sinistar, it's not just that. It's not just the fact that I've stayed as an edgelord and they haven't. It's also the fact that like it's not them going on with their lives past that age. It's them losing their luster. Them not maintaining their prime, you know? Them getting old prematurely. It's not a matter of growing up, it's a matter of growing old. Those are two very different things, you know? And like I said, I would be surprised if Nicole actually isn't an edgelord now. I'd be very surprised. She just has to hide it because of her job, you know? Anyway, they're objecting to this. I didn't say that, Marie. I can't. Okay, Marie, I can't just explain everything to you. Okay, if you want, we can talk about it on Game Boomers tonight. All right, but I can't like explain everything right now. All right, just a cold, diarrhea, man, coronavirus, etc., etc. Okay, there's actually one in here I really want to talk about. Oh yeah, it's back here. Okay, Pangaean, an SFO response to Greta and the eco-fascists. This is somebody else's video. This is somebody else's video, dude. It's not even my video. Okay, whatever. Anyway. This is one of his latest videos on positive nationalism. Yeah, there is no us. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Here are quotes that this person thinks I should be ashamed of. It seems like the modern Scandinavian is a cuck. He's definitely not capable of the raping and pillaging that Vikings used to do. Does diversity mean London-style acid attacks and machetes being swung around downtown? Islamic immigration is not the same as Italian, Finn, or Ukrainian. Canada is bringing in people from places that don't like the West. How many terrorist cells are coming in? Or hell, forget about the terrorist cells. How many people do you think are coming here eventually to eventually agitate for Sharia law? If this sounds like typical anti-Muslim white supremacist rhetoric, that's because it is. I stand by all these, and they're the fucking truth. They're the fucking truth, dude. Yeah, Gregor, exactly, yeah. Okay, so here's some posts that I had with the person who actually writes the blog. And he keeps talking about like how in these posts how I obviously have some kind of mental disorder because I'm Islamophobic, and he actually treats it. He actually thinks Islamophobia is a mental disorder on the same kind as like arachnophobia or like agoraphobia, like an actual phobia. You know what I mean? He's like, well, you're just irrationally. If you're afraid of Muslims, you're just irrational about it, and you have to like go see a therapist. And it's like, holy shit, dude. Okay. SFO says explicitly that he's a liberal. Who cares? It's completely possible for him to have centrist or leftist views and still be a xenophobic and still be a xenophobic and Islamophobic. You probably should take away the A, I guess. But okay, here, yeah. See, I'm not a white supremacist, nor am I a Black Lives Matter activist. I should people as individuals. Race doesn't matter. If you think it does, you're not a liberal. This sounds like me being totally xenophobic, dude. All right. Socialism creates fascism. Fascism exists only as a reaction to socialism. If socialists wouldn't usurp liberal orders, we'd never have a fascist problem. Again, yep, truth. Commie street thugs help create the environment for fascism to flourish. Fascism only rears its ugly head due to socialism trying to usurp a liberal society. Again, the truth. This is why liberal societies have debates and not trials by combat. If you can't out-argue a fascist, then either you suck at arguing and should give up the stage to somebody else, or your ideas are worse than fascism. Truth. All of these things are the truth. Like, you're posting things like I should be ashamed of these things. No. I stand by everything I've said here. All right? He also claims to be friends with prominent Gamergate personality Carl Benjamin. Yep, he's talking about Vampire the Masquerade. You know, talk to Sargon. I play games with him. Sargon's my friend, but I disagree with him sometimes. Number of people who have brought up Sargon like he's literally Hitler and name dropping him is somehow relevant to me. It might as well be a Godwin variant. My knowing Sargon is unrelated to just how wrong you are. Yep. Everything here is just like, yeah. Yes, dude. Yep. Like, there's no, like, he's literally just posting what I'm saying, but he's not actually, like, refuting any of it. And yeah, I found this funny. He claims to be friends with Sargon. Like, you obviously don't watch the videos then, do you? Yeah. Not Carl! And here we go. Devin really needs to find a better hobby, and the people close to him need to stop enabling his hateful nonsense. Now, this article has no likes, no shares, no comments, because no one actually reads this blog. No one actually reads this fucking blog, dude. God, I love this shit. Wait. Pope Francis tested positive. Is that true? Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. He's sick. Okay, hold on. Here, I'll bring us in. News is saying that he's sick, but not that he has coronavirus. But he probably has fucking coronavirus. Yeah, Dave, stop enabling Dev's far-right views. This person tried to make a hit piece, but it's just a list of your greatest hits. Thanks for the $5, Cody. Yeah, there's not much to it, is there? It was just kind of stupid. That's how it is. That's how it is. Oh, here, I'll take this away. Anyway, yeah. Marie, if you're still there, it's what I'm talking about are like people who pull the ladder up behind them. I've kind of formulated this properly. Like you see Ego Raptor who makes racist jokes, and then after he's become famous and he has his money and his business and things are going well for him, he starts shaming people who make racist jokes. You know, they pull the ladder up behind them, and when people grow up, grow up in heavy air quotes, that's what I object to. You can't complain when idiot kids act like idiot kids when you've grown out of that stage. You know what I mean? Like, at the same time, there is something lost when people, in their growing up, completely go against all of their values. They become a completely different person to the point that they're actually worse. When you grow up, you're not supposed to become more radical. You're supposed to become less radical over time. So yeah, that's my objection. There's a lot of people who have basically settled into the mediocrity of life and have given up all the things they wanted to do with their lives 10 years ago. And it's just kind of sad. I don't want to be around people who had dreams and now just do nothing. And if that's what growing up is, then I don't want to grow up. Fuck that. I'll keep chasing the dream. Martin Luther strikes again. Thanks, Profis, for the 20. Jim's more right than not, Dev. He was wrong about you, but he's right about a lot of other things. I actually agree with that, T-Bruh. Like, regardless of what he thinks about Sargon or anything personal going on, I actually agree with that. In a lot of ways, he's right. He was just wrong about Sargon's crowd. Russell Patton for 5. An elderly man has corona? If he dies, that proves coronavirus is deadly. We need a new pope anyway. Jesus Christ, dude. Honestly, the dream is what I'm doing. Maybe I have like low expectations of my life, but if I could do all the things that I'm currently doing and make enough money to live, I'd be happy. So, gaming streams, political videos, any other, maybe like tech or hardware videos or like other projects that I want to do. If I can create content that maybe educates people, maybe uplifts them a little bit, enlightens them, maybe it makes them feel better, helps them get through a particularly bad day. If I can do that, then I think it will have been worth it. That's how I feel anyway. There's videos of Iranians looking religious statues. They're fucked over there. King Canuck. Thanks for the $2 though. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I don't need to be a massive success. I don't need to be PewDiePie. If I can have like a couple hundred viewers in Game Boomers regularly, maybe 1,000 on SFO, I'd be happy. I'd be okay with that. And that means that people are, hopefully their lives are being somehow enriched or improved by my presence. That's good enough for me. I don't want to be a 9-to-5er. I'd rather help people. And if this is how I can help people, then this is how I'll do it. Anyway, yes. If you love my videos, please seriously consider checking out Game Boomers tonight. Tonight at 7 p.m. EST. That's in about 7 hours. I'll be playing video games, and I'll be talking to the chat. See, if you haven't tried it out before, see if it's your kind of thing. Okay? Yeah. That's all I ask. If you haven't checked out my gaming content before, give it a look. See if it's your bag. Maybe it will be. I do play horror games in Game Boomers. I usually save them for October, but I don't mind playing a new one every once in a while. I've had like 212 viewers on Game Boomers before. It was during E3 last year. Compare Aaron to Oni for $7, who blew a hole in the ceiling and installed a sliding ladder so you could say offensive stuff and screech in a funny manner. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going. I'm going to get back to work. I don't mind doing a shorter sip because I do have stuff. I do have stuff to do. You'll be asleep by then. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. You must be in the UK, eh? I understand. Maybe I'll start it earlier then. Maybe I'll start it at 5 or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to be a shorter sip because I want to get back to work. I'm actually doing stuff. I'm making videos. I want to be productive again. So, drop by. You play better games, I might. Okay, well, name some games, man. Hitech Alchemy. DM me some games in Discord, man. Okay, I'm going. Thanks very much, guys. I love you. Thanks for all your support. Drop by tonight at Twitch. See ya.